everyone, I've come on to do a bit more on my to-do list. So I'm doing ABC April and I've got two ATC cards to make. One for week 16 and one for week 17 of the full deck challenge. And for number 16 I've got pink, hearts, splatter, vintage, orange, script and sew. I can choose all or any three of those, from 3 to all of them. And then on week 17 I've got scallop, dots and spots, white, napkin, green, tag, numbers and blending. So I shall just choose some of them. And what I got today was some Happy Mail. This was, I'm in a Happy Mail trail in Junk Journal Fairies and I got mine today. And I'm thinking I'd like to use some of my Happy Mail to make my ATC cards with. There are actually a few, I think these are, well, they're not quite ATC size, but they're so cute. Look at these. Look how cute they are. That one says enjoy yourself. They're little dogs, look, love them. And that, of course, a cat as well. Love the cats as well. So cute they are. They came in my Happy Mail. So I'm just going to put them in my ATC folder and keep them. But in here, I'm seeing what I've got. I've got a few Alice bits, which, of course, I will use for my Alice journal. And I'm seeing what I've got. So I need pink, heart, splatter, vintage, orange, script and sew. And I don't have to have all of those, just some of them. So here's pink straight away, look. It's a ribbon. I could just have a bit of that dangling off the bottom, couldn't I? That's really pretty. And for heart, I've got a wooden heart in here, look. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I've got that one or that one, and I could colour those. I'm going to choose that one, I think. Oh, or that one. I think I'm going to go with that one. So that's my pink and my heart, isn't it? I need to choose at least 3. Pink, heart, splatter, vintage, orange, script and sew. Well, here's some orange. Would you say that was orange? I suppose that could be more yellow, couldn't it? So pink, heart. There's loads more things in here, so I can use some of the things out of here. Pink, heart, vintage, orange, script and sew. Well, that's quite vintagey, isn't it? And as I say, that is orange there. I mean, it's going to be a bit blooming loud, isn't it, with that pink and this orange? Or I could do it half pink and half orange, look, because it says pink and orange. Yeah, I might do it half pink and half orange using that paper there. That's a good idea, actually. So let me cut some of that out. I've got pink and orange, we've got that. Have I got anything with script on it, which is, I would have thought any kind of writing would do for script, I would have thought. So I could probably have that, you see that bit of writing on the bottom of there? Could probably use that. Oh, this is the Humanity Rose. This beautiful rose was specially bred to mark the 125th birthday of the British Red Cross. Ah. Isn't that nice? So I better not cut that up then, had I? Save that for something else. This looks a bit vintage, doesn't it? Could maybe use that on the edge or something. Here is some script. These are to go into cards, look. Into the middle of cards. May you be blessed from up above. Oh, these are hearts, look. Crafted with love, hearts and flowers carefully crafted, embellished with love and kisses, all sewn together just to send the very best of wishes. Oh, see, that's sew, isn't it? Sewing around the edge of there, look. And we've got hearts on there, and we've got script, look. I'm actually gonna keep this out, yeah. So I've got that, and that. I'll pop this to the side because we've got the other one to do as well, and I will do the same again and use some of the pieces from here. I've seen a few bits already in here that'll go on to the next one. But let's just try and concentrate on the first one, shall I? I'm terrible. I'm trying to move on to the second one before I've actually done the first one. So I actually have an ATC bag where I've put all my things that I use to make ATCs with. So I'm going to use all these pieces, or I think I am. And in my ATC bag I have some blank ones ready to be covered. Here we are. This is one I can use because this is one I used for something else, and then I decided I was going to cover it up. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover that up with this pink and orange, which is, wow, it is really bright, isn't it? It's going to be very loud, this card is. Let's draw around it. I need to do it on this side because I'm lining it up. She says, yeah, I'm lining it up. Right, so that's that, and then we can cut that out. Yeah, I do like doing the ATCs, but yeah, maybe I just ought to do one and not two. I'll see how I get on doing this one, how quick I get it done, because I've also got the ABC April that I want to do, and then also this 10-minute makes in the Junk Journal Fairies to do, and also I need to make some journal cards in the Junk Journal Fairies to show you know, what sort of thing we're expecting for a swap that I'm doing in there. So there's my background, which I'm going to glue onto this hard surface. Here's my glue. There we are. And then put that onto there like that. It should fit perfectly, which it does. Very good. And then I need to wipe up that glue that I've lopsed everywhere. I've got the heart put on it. I've got this to put on it. That is, I wanted that for the text bit, not really for the tag, but really saying that, you know, it would be good to cover up a bit of this loud orange and pink, wouldn't it? So yeah, I don't know, do I use the whole thing or do I tear it in? Oh, I know what I could do. I'm gonna cut that across there like that so that it's not a tag, and then I'm going to tear it in half down the middle. And I'm going to put half on there like that and half on there like that. Maybe even staggered like that. Yeah, I think that will be okay. So this is the script, heart, orange, pink. What else did I need? Pink, hearts, oh, splatter, vintage, and sew. So I've got pink, hearts. I can do some splatter on it. This I think looks vintage, and it's got the script on it, and then I've got that which has got the sewing on it. I want some of this which has got it says sew on it, but it has some sewing on it here, look. And I'm wondering if I should. I mean, I know I haven't really sewn that on, but I could do it like that. That could be my sewn. Let's have that up there. That just there like that. So it's, there we are. That up there like that. That one nearer the bottom. Let's go round these with some dark ink. That will make it look more vintage. I mean, I don't know I can make anything look vintage with that, with those luminous colours, but still, we'll do our best. Oh yeah, that looks more vintage, and you can still see the script on it. It's got the sewing on it. I might cut another bit of that sewing out, I don't know. So that there like that. Oh yeah, that does look vintage, doesn't it? And it's got the script on it. So yeah, glue that there, glue that there. And then this, do I put some on that? Well, let's put some on, and if I don't like it, it can be the back of the thing, can't it, instead of the front. What do we think? Do we like it like that, or do we like it like that? I'm going to leave it like that for now, but I'm not 100% sure about it, if I'm honest. Let's put my Distress Oxide, and it is ground espresso, that is. And then I need something else for here, don't I? I'm going to put some splatter on it. I think, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to put some splatter on it. Do I cut another heart out of here? I like this one. Let's cut that one out. Looks like it's made of pieces of paper all joined together. We could just go round it a little bit, couldn't we, instead of going mad? We'll just go around it a little bit. There we go. I'll put it right up the middle and join those two bits together like that. That there, that's up there. That's in the middle like that. I'll bring those in a bit, I think, because I want the heart touching both of them. Yeah, but I wanted one up and one down. Yes, happy with that. But I don't know now where this is going to fit. No, I don't. I may not put that on. I need some splatter, which I can do in a minute. Bit more of this, I think. See if I can get a bit more of that. I've got this bit here. I could keep the heart on it, couldn't I? Put that just on that corner like that. I like that, yeah. Love that. Yeah, I do actually really like that idea. Really like how it looks so far. So let's glue everything down so far. There we go. Oh, doesn't it look so lovely? Really like that. Although I need something else on it just here, don't I? But I don't think that's going to work. I think it's too many hearts. It's overkill, isn't it? That is. As much as I like it, it's not going to work on there. And I don't think we can have this dangling off the bottom either. But I can use that for something else, definitely. It's beautiful, isn't it? Let's see what else I've got that I might be able to use. There are lots of bits and pieces, so yeah, it's nice to use bits from my happy. Oh, I've got a butterfly there. Oh, I've got this bit here, look. Oh, that might work. Let's cut this out. Looks a bit like a tab and it looks a bit vintage, so I'm thinking we might be able to get away with gluing that on. Just giving it a bit more of a rough edge like the rest of it's got, rather than, because I did cut it straight, didn't I? And then I'm going to put it, I don't know if I want it more to the side, but it needs to really be in the middle because that's where I need the, I have to put some extra glue on there, else it's not going to stay on. Right, that's it. Oh yes. And then we just need some splatter, so I'll go and get some, I'll sort out some splatter and come back with that. I'm not sure gold will show up. Let's try this one. Let's try not to have, I don't want it to be too, oh yeah. I want to be able to see it, but a bit more. Yes, happy with that. And so let's just move it up there a little bit. Wipe up the mess. That's why I have a silicone mat, so it's easy to clean. Oh, well, that was quite straightforward in the end, wasn't it? Trust yourself, and this is what people will say trust yourself and, you know, trust the process. So I have done, and yeah, I'm happy with how that's come out. Now, do I do the other one, or, well, I can't do anything with that until it's dried, so I'll leave that over there until the splatter's dried. I'll move these bits out of the way. And let's just gather some bits. I know it's got dots on the next one. We've got scallop, dots and spots, which is what these are, white, which is what that is, napkin. I saw some napkin the other day, but where did I see it? I mean, I've got loads of napkin. I can find napkin. Green, tag, numbers and blending. Right, so dots and spots. Maybe I won't use that, but maybe I will. I've got it there. Here's a tag. Tiny little tag. Hold on. That's one of my Alice tags, so it's a little Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I don't want to use that. So here's a tag, and it's got spots on it, look. That would be perfect, wouldn't it? There's one. That's quite a big one though, isn't it? I need to find another base as well. There's another tag. These are Alice ones, so I don't want to use those. There's my glue cellophane. So basically, so far I've got tags, tags and some spots. Scallop. Now, somewhere I have got a pair of scissors that has a scalloped edge to it, like this. I might cut a bit of this orange off, because it is dots. And now it is also scalloped, but I can save that. I might use the scalloped again. So there's a bit of orange there. I've got the dots and spots. I've got white on there. I need napkin. I've got tags, so I need numbers, blending and green. I mean, I don't have to have those, but let's see what we've got in here. Numbers, blending and green. Here's some numbers, but that is quite a handy little thing to have to use on another ATC. I thought it's nice how the middle's cut out of it. I mean, this is green, isn't it? That's green. If I wanted to use that. That's from the Alice thing again, that little, I've got quite a few of those little Alice cutouts. Those are the card sentiments again. Are there numbers on there? Actually, there are a few numbers on there, which is a thing I've got in there. I could use that for the numbers. And then I need green, blending and napkin. And that's Christmas pudding. That's gold. See if there's anything in here that's pretty. I mean, they're lovely colours. I could maybe use that for the green. So pretty though, that is, isn't it? Or that even, that little bird there. Yeah, that would be good for the green, wouldn't it? Look how pretty it is. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I wonder if I could use that. I could cut that out, couldn't I? And use it as part of my background. Yeah. So, green all over here, look. I love that page, love it. Oh, look at that. Oh. So I don't appear to have, but I mean, I could always just draw a number on there, couldn't I? Yep, could do that. Oh, there's a number there, look. Right. So I've got my napkin. Let's see if we've got everything. I think the only thing I'm missing is numbers, and I can draw those on, and blending, which I'm going to use these for. I'm going to use the colours I've already used on my little finger blenders, and I'm going to use the colours on there and blend like maybe around the edge of here or something. So let me find another blank ATC card. Here we go, here's another failed one. So I don't think I can cover the whole card in that, so I'm going to put the napkin on the bait on it first. So I need to get my glue and get my cellophane. I've also still got my scalloped edge out. I'm going to, I have an idea. Make this into a pocket at the bottom, cut a scalloped edge on it. Yeah, I'm going to make it, I'm going to take the heart shape off it though and just make it a square, you know, an rectangle rather, not an oblong. Let's see. It'll be fine though. I'm going to cut the scalloped part. It's actually just that bit there, isn't it, that's gone a bit... Well, you tell yourself that, Jay. Oh my life, what an absolute muddle that was. That's a bit better, it'll do. And then I'm going to go round it with my scallops, so... And then I'm going to bring in the blending. I may not need to use that little bird now. Here's my little blenders. So I'm going to try and we'll see how it works. It's just an idea. Aren't these perfect? I love these. So I'm going to use that colour, and maybe that colour, and the orange. So my idea was to just put some colour down like that, see, and sort of blend the colours together. See, I've blended the orange and the blue together there, and then I shall blend in some magenta. I think it's magenta, I mean it's probably just hot pink, but yeah, see, and I've blended my colours last colour just there, blend that into that one. Yeah, I think that's good for blending. So that's my blending. Worked perfectly, I'm pleased with that. Ooh. And then I need to glue it. I'm trying to pull it off and it's a twist cap. We need some glue on here, so yep, green blended and scalloped. Let's just wash that glue off there. And then I think I will use this bird. I'm going to put the bird on there because it's a dot, isn't it? There, as a spot. And then I've got this as spots and dots. It's going to be a tag, especially if I make a hole in it. Make a little hole in it. There we are. That makes it into a tag. This is a tag. So we've got scallop, dots and spots, white, napkin, green, tag. I just need some numbers now, don't I? I've got the blending and that. And let's have that one. Which one shall I have at the back? We'll have that one because it's spots again. Yep. Oh, and then we'll, there we go. And then look at that. Ah, let's glue this on. There's my cellophane gone and the glue. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. It's come out really nice, hasn't it? And it's quite straightforward to do once we, I usually find once you gather the bits, I always say I'm not using all the bits, and then I always do use all the bits. So. And we need some numbers. That's all we need now is numbers. So, yeah, let's have another double check. Scallop, yes. Dots and spots, yes. I'll do some more dots as well. White, yes. Napkin, yes. Green, yes. Tag, yes. Numbers and blending, yes. I actually think I've got a white pen up here as well. I do. So with my white pen, I can also make some dots and spots with that, can't I? Here we are, look. One there, one here, one here. Let's do it a bit bigger just there, shall we? A nice big one, and a nice big one there as well. There we go. You can't blooming see them though, can you? You're better off doing them in black. And I'll do one more there in white, and then I'll do some black. I just wanted to add a bit more white to it. That was my plan. Let's try writing a number on this dark up here. I'm going to go 4. We'll have 4, 8, 3. 483. Yep. And then I've got my black to do some more. I'm going to go round the edge of these dots, you know, like that. There. That's better. Round the edge of it. Put a little mark on it. And I'm going to put another number across the bottom of here, so it's got to be 7, 1, 5, and then we'll have a cheeky number 2 just there, and so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6, don't we? Let's have a 6 just here. There we are. That will do. done. So then onto the back of these, when they're done, onto the back of them, I write my name and date, and then I write everything that it's got on it. So I basically write everything that's down there. And yes, then when it's the right week, I upload them to the to the Deck the Year, to the Full Deck Challenge group, and they are, yeah, those two are ready to be uploaded. So I'm pleased with those. They came out pretty well, didn't they? And it just shows you that if you think, oh, I haven't got any numbers, just write some. Write some. Draw some spots and dots. And you can make a tag really easily, like I made that one, didn't I? Cut the scallops on it, put an hole in it. It's a tag, yeah. So I hope that was inspiring to some of you. Let me just see what, 30 minutes, I could do a bit more, couldn't I? So also I'm doing the ATC April, the ABC April, and I've got my ABC here, and I'm on C, and I'm going to use these for C because they're cards, aren't they? They're ATC cards. So I'm going to put in there cards. So that means I'm on D. What can I do for D? Something to do with journaling, but D. Look at my hands, they're terribly dry, and it's my own fault because I'm constantly washing my hands. What can I do for D? Alright, let's think of something that starts with D. Diamond, delicate, daisy, dogs, doily. Oh, doily. What about doily? Should we do something with a doily? Why not? So these ones are ones I got in sets on Vinted not long ago. And they came with ribbons to match them. They're really pretty. And I think today I'm going to choose one of the blue or grey ones to use. It's called Capsule Collection. Dough Crafts Paper Mania Capsule Collection Parisian Blue. Lace paper it says, but to me that's a doily. And you get the 3 shapes. I might go with the square one. Let's have a look. So pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one, I think. Okay, so here are the ribbons that come with that, the Parisian Blue. Isn't it lovely? Aren't they lovely sets? Oh, I love them so much. I've actually been using these as well on some... What have I been using those on? I've used them quite recently, those two. Right, let's find an envelope, because I thought I could maybe decorate an envelope. Something along... Well, actually, that would fit on the front of that envelope, wouldn't it? It literally would just fit on the front, wouldn't it? I am going to do that. Somebody sent me this, you know, and they know me so well that they didn't write on the envelope because they knew I'd reuse it. How good is that? I can't remember if it was Gaynor, you know. It might have been my lovely friend Gaynor, because Gaynor knows, or it, yeah, it could, yeah. I think it was Gaynor. I think it was. She sent me some lovely things for Easter. Oh, so it's a doily and it's a decoration, isn't it? It's a doily decoration. Oh, I think it's so beautiful. Oh, I love it just like that. I wouldn't do any more to it, but of course I am going to, because I have to use some of this beautiful ribbon. I love that one and that one. I wish I could remember what I'd used it for. It might even have been an ATC card. It might have been. Definitely have used it. you know, I've had those two colours. Oh, I wonder if it was, might be in, is it in my Alice journal? Anyway, I've definitely used them. Love, love, love. So, which one am I going to choose to put? I need some of it on here. That's what I want. On the back. Maybe just a bit across there, or a bit across, maybe a bit just across the top there. This is so pretty, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. Oh, doesn't it look lovely? It really does make that envelope just pop and look so special, doesn't it? I think, yeah. That one or this one. I really like that one, and I really like that one as well. That's the trouble. Oh, let's have a bit of both. Let's go mad and have a bit of both. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a bit of both. So I'm going to cut them off just across there. And then pop them back in their lovely little ribbon holding tubes, I'm going to call them. Ribbon holding tubes. If that is even a thing. So I'm going to pop that one into there like that. Oh, isn't that a good idea though? Oh, I love them. Love them. Dough Craft capsule. I love them. So put that into there. I think I've used them on a folio, you know, something like, I can't shut up about it, can I? Anyway. So, yep, let's glue those down onto there. So we'll get a bit of this glue. This will work. And we'll glue across the top. And I think I'm going to do the lighter one at the top and then the darker one underneath. It was how we had it, wasn't it? And I thought that did look nice. You can always trim off bits. What I'm going to do actually is do it like this, so that if there's any, I don't want it gluing onto the, you know, the rest of the envelope. I just want it on the flap, and then I can trim it off. And oh, crikey, that's better. And then underneath, I want the glue. Dry wipe the glue off. Yes, it's just, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Obsessed with it, I am. I feel like I need a little something here, which when the envelope would be closed, I would put a seal on it. But I'm thinking I might close the envelope and cut this bit open and use that as a pocket. Yeah, and then it can be put into a journal. That's my plan. So let's Okay, so I went off looking for some blue papers, and I'm afraid I've fallen down the Santoro rabbit hole. I don't know. I found these stickers which I do actually like. I like that one. I'm wondering if I could do something along that line, or you know, they don't seem big enough to me. I like them, but yeah. And what I want as well on the back, not on the front, this is just going to be for decoration, this bit. So let me show you what I've found. I found this, and I was thinking it's a really pretty shade, and I might go round the edges with it on both sides. But I'm wanting to have it so that this pocket is either, oh gosh, I cut it in the wrong place really. I should have cut it there, I think. I either want the pocket to be at the top or at the front, don't I? Yeah, I could have it at the front there, and but then where's my fold going to go? Ideally, my fold needs to go on here, doesn't it? My flip out bit. That's what ideally needs to happen. I might just slip that open and glue this back closed. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I've made a boo-boo of it, haven't I? So what I found was, oh, I mean, I just love them. I haven't actually tried them to see what they look like on the thing yet, so I need to do that. But I found this look, and it just, oh my life, I love it. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it's going to be way too big to go on there. Look, well, I don't know though. It would still look all right on there, wouldn't it? It doesn't look bad on there. But why couldn't we? What's stopping us from putting it on there? And I'll tell you what's stopping us from putting it on there. The fact that it's bulky. If we were to put it on there, we'd have to use just the flat one. Just this flat piece and the thing. Yeah, I might put it on the bit that's flapped over. So let's see. I want something on. Let's put me flippy flappy bit on first. And I'm thinking I might use this paper, because I can cut it down to size, then leave a little tab on it, flip it over like that, and then when you open it up, you'll have I'm going to put a picture just here. This will be a writing bit. You'll have your pocket at the top here, which I'm going to make a tag to put in. And then maybe on here we could put this. Yeah, but I need to do it that way round. So it needs to be, because I'm going to cover that up. You'll see that when you open it. So I need to cut it. I need to cut it here, make a little mark, and I need to cut it so that it's straight along the bottom. So I need to cut it there, make a little mark. I mean, really, I could go like this, couldn't I? I could get me pencil and I could get it laid down like that, and then I could, where's the top? That's the top, isn't it? Yeah, so I need the side bit. Oh, where's my pencil? Ah. I can do it on pen. It's no, I don't want to. There's me mark that I made there. So we'll put that across there like that, and then we need to go down there like that. There we are. And then I'll cut that out. I mean, look at the state of that line. Well, that's my top, and I'm gonna do me fold about there. I can always trim that bit off after, can't I? So I need to do a score a line at maybe a centimetre. Oh. There we are, no pen on there. Perfect, really happy with that. And now I want to I'm planning on leaving this bit for writing on, but this bit I want a picture on it. So, because I'm going to put that one, my plan is to put that one on there like that. And then we can open it up and I'll have a write. Mind you, you're not going to be able to write on it very easily with that on the back of it, are you? Perhaps I could put a pocket on there and then we could put things to write on in the pocket. That, or I could just put the flat picture on there. It doesn't have to be the 3D one. Yeah, let's put the flat picture on there. It's not like I can't swallow a tablet, I can. Anyway, I thought, well, the liquid might, you know, absorb better. I might absorb it better. Anyway, clearly I'm not absorbing it better. And I went to see a new doctor yesterday who informed me that I'd had this problem for 8 years. 8 years. And I knew I'd got low iron. I knew I had. I didn't know I'd had it for 8 years though. Yeah, that is not a sticker. I thought that was a sticker, but it is not. So we put some of this on it. And he said it could just be that I run at a low iron. He said, but the problem is that there's clearly I'm having a problem absorbing the iron because, you know, otherwise my iron would be sky high now, wouldn't it? All the iron I've had. If I was absorbing it properly. Anyway, he seemed a bit confused as to why they'd left it for 8 years. And I thought, well, you're not the only one who's confused, mate, because I am as well. And he says, well, have they tried any different, you know, irons on you? I said, no, I've had 2 different ones. He said there's 8 different ones you could have tried, and they've tried you on 2. Anyway, the upshot of it was that he wanted me to have an iron study. I don't know what an iron study is, but I'm assuming it's to do with, you know, working out how much iron I've actually got in my blood and what have you. I assume it's that. So I had that this morning, which it was a blood test that I sent off, and I'm going to get the results. Well, I don't know. When they get the results, they'll then decide whether I need to go and see the gastrologist at the hospital. I mean, I've had things like liver scans, but not for my iron, I might add. I've had liver scans before. And, you know, he said, oh, so you've had liver scans. Yeah, I've had a gastroscope because, you know, I've had trouble swallowing for a while. And that came back clear. And I've had a fit test, which nobody wants to know what that is. Anyway. So I've had all of that. And, yeah. I'm not, from what they can tell from those tests, I haven't got internal bleeding. If I had, I'd be, you know, after 8 years of internal bleeding, I think I might be quite poorly by now. Right. So, yeah, that is my rock and roll lifestyle. Blood test in the morning and then a smooch around the charity shops. We did have our lunch at the range and I had a cheese toastie because I can actually eat toasted bread. I cannot eat untoasted bread because I can't swallow it. I cannot eat meat. Well, I can eat meat, but it has to be minced. I can't eat, like I couldn't eat a chicken leg or, you know, unless it had been cooked to within an inch of its life. It has to be really soft, and I have to sit chewing it for ages, which is no fun. It really isn't. So I'd rather just go without, honestly. I've been eating spinach, and clearly that hasn't raised me iron any, because I'm still tired all the time. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my protein up with cheese and full fat milk, things like that, because I'm not eating a lot of meat. And yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I don't feel ill or anything. I'm just constantly tired, which is, you know, I think it's quite a common thing. A lot of people feel tired all the time. It's not just me. Right, so that I've done her, and she's going to go in there behind that. Love that. And I really feel like I need a little bit of something else on here, but I don't know what. I'm going to, no, not that one, is it? It's not that one I'm going to use to put into the, it's this one. So let's cut around the edge of this. Oh, actually, I don't need to. I can use my little dobber again. Yeah, my son is home from Poland, and he's home for, he's going back on Monday. He'll have been here for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm loving having him home. It's so nice. But at the same time, you know, I want him to be with his partner and be happy. So we've got Maria coming over on Thursday. Maria is my son's partner. Right, I need to decide what I'm going to put on here. Oh, I think I said she might go on there, didn't I? But I don't like, yeah, I really don't like that stripiness around it. So I'm going to cut that off. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That's much better. I'm going to put that there. Let's glue that on. Yeah, harissa. I've never had harissa before. In my 62 years, I've never had harissa before. Well, not to my knowledge anyway. But yeah, I had it yesterday with my chicken. I had a harissa, like a dry powder to mix in with the chicken. My son cooked it for us. And yeah, it really was so nice. I don't like really hot things. Well, I don't like hot things at all, really. I'd sooner not have them hot. I don't mind them being flavoured and, you know, aromatic, and I don't mind them being spiced. I just don't want hot spice, if you see what I mean. So let's see. This can fold up and be an envelope. And all you do is fold on the scored lines. It pops out of the page already scored and all ready to go. And you just put your glue on here and here. So there we go, and then we have a little envelope, and inside that little envelope I can put some of these smaller pieces of ephemera. So I have these little tiny pieces that I'm just going to pop into this envelope just for the prettiness of them. Let's do a bit of, some of them are just pretty pieces and others are, I've got white on the back. So the ones with white on the back I can go round with this. So there's that one. And that one. Then I don't think I need all of them the same in there, do I? And I don't need that big tag in there. I think we've probably got enough in there for now. So that'll fold like that, and then it will go into the belly band, and that will make my belly band nice and full. It's got that little tag there, it's got that. We've got a bit of writing space here. It could write down the sides of here as well if desired. We've got the pretty picture there, we've got the pretty picture on the front. I'm going to put some blue around the edge of here. That is so pretty, isn't it? I love that with the hearts. And then I'm going to put that in the pocket, in the big main pocket. Yeah, I'm not sure the stickers I've got are going to match enough for me to use one to put on this bottom corner, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Yeah, I'm just going to pop that into the pocket there. Yeah, so we've got a pretty picture in there, we've got journaling space in there, journaling space here, and then a pretty picture on the back and a pretty picture on the front. So that was my D for Doily in the ABC April challenge, which I'm joining in, but I'm sort of doing it casually. I'm casually joining in, that's what I'm doing. And then we've got that in there with a little fold out thing to write on, and we've got a little envelope full of bits and pieces. So yeah, that's a cute little thing to put in my Santoro journal, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.